One of the issues that businesses do have that we have heard is that they can't get workers because they can't pass a drug test. What can we do about the drug issue in Terre Haute?
Well, again, we've got to support it. We've got to support different agencies that can help reduce the drug problems that we have here. Drug addiction at its core is hopelessness. And so we've got to give these folks hope. Of course, it's a sometimes chicken or egg situation. So if you have the jobs, people have more hope and maybe they don't go down that path of drug addiction. But if you have the drug addiction problem, it's hard for them to get the jobs. So we've got to try to break that cycle. Again, we need some funding towards these programs that can help people. Right now, if you have an addiction and you want to get help, there are programs available, but most of them cost money. And so people who don't have enough money to get into them tend to fall back into that cycle again. That cycle often also includes incarceration, which can lead to other types of social stresses and issues. So we've got to break that cycle. We're going to have to fund some real drug treatment and rehabilitation programs here in this community.
Obviously, people make bad personal choices, and I understand addictions, I get all that, but if you want to be a productive member of society, you're going to have to make some good decisions yourself so you're employable. And you know, it's a struggle, because I hear that a lot too. If you can't pass the basic drug test, then you're probably not going to make it. I mean, you're done right there. And you're probably not going to change your behavior. You're just going to go find a job where you don't have to take a drug test. And so that keeps people trapped down in that lower income job opportunity area, where there's these good jobs out there where, I mean, $20 an hour and full benefits, that's a pretty good wage in Terre Haute, Indiana. But if you can't even get over the first step, you're never going to get that opportunity. So I just ask people to make good choices, you know, and once again, I understand addictions, you know, get help with that, find a way to take care of your family with these better paying jobs, and get over that hurdle, get over that, you know, that roadblock.
Well, I think, you know, the drug epidemic is not just in our community, but it's throughout the whole state. We just need to be mindful that, you know, a lot of people that do go to the drug avenue, it's because they've lost hope. So the best way to give hope back to people is by empower them to be able to provide for themselves and their family. We might need to be able to look at something with the employers to be able to give a, you know, probationary period, maybe have them fill shifts or positions that maybe they're having a hard time filling with outside people, that maybe if they give somebody a chance that's trying to better themselves, that'd be a win-win situation for not only the employer but the community as well.
Yeah, solutions for drugs, there's a big, I mean, that's a hard one. You got a lot of prescription drugs out on the street. A lot of methamphetamine, you know, coming from over the border or just made here. That would be a tough one. That's a tough one to deal with anywhere you go. You know, you can always give people counseling and try to get them help. At the end of the day, you got to find out a way to stop drugs from coming into the community. That's a lot to do with law enforcement, giving them the ability and what they need in order to be able to shut things like that down. As far as the prescription drugs, that's big pharmacies out there pushing that on everybody, and that would be hard to stop. You know, the big pharmacies are going to keep pushing that because it puts money in their pockets. And that's all they care about at the end of the day, is money going into their pockets. They don't care what it hurts as far as the community goes. They don't care about the families it destroys. That they just care about money in their pockets, that's it. So until that can be dealt with, you know, we're kind of fighting a battle that's hard to win, very hard to win.